Welcome to Woo That's Hot, where the peppers are hotter than lumberjack pancakes. I'm your host, John Hiller, and to the right, our guests, the Sprouts. We're going to be transplanting these bad boys into some red Solo cups. Okay, for real. Alright guys, we're going to be transplanting these into some red Solo cups today. If you watched my previous video, you'll have seen about 2 weeks ago, I planted all of these into plugs. A lot of them have sprouted, and now it's time to go from these little plugs into bigger Solo cups using the double cup method, which I'll explain a little bit more in detail. When I first planted these, I put a humidome on top. That's no longer necessary. When these start to sprout, you're gonna wanna pull that dome off. And what that does is it allows the sprouts to have a lower humidity. While germinating, waiting for the seeds to sprout, you want a high humidity, high heat. Once they've germinated, once they got sprouted up, you want a low humidity. In fact, a high humidity once they sprouted can kill them off. It's called damping off. It can create like a fungus. You kind of deteriorate the plant or weigh it down. All kinds of bad things can happen. All right, so here's what we're gonna need. Obviously, we're gonna need the pepper plants themselves, Solo cups. Now, these are what I'm calling my bottom cups. They have no holes or anything. Over here, I have the top cups, which I'll actually be putting the soil in, and the plants in, and that'll make more sense later. I have some potting soil. It's kind of in the corner here. You probably can't see it, but I got potting soil. I've got some pruning shears. Now, these may not be necessary, but I planted 2 seeds in every single one of these plugs, and a lot of these plugs have 2 plants or 2 sprouts. That's not good. Can't have 2 of them. They'll tangle up with each other, stunt each other's growth, and you'll get nothing productive out of either of them. You can also take the out by the root and transplant it somewhere else, but with the plugs it's a little hard to do because the moss is kind of like a tangled web. So it's easier, honestly, just to kill one off. You also run the risk of dislodging the plant you want to keep by trying to take one out. I've got some water, of course, because we're going to water these things. Got a spray bottle in case I just want to moisten things up and not pour. Got lights up here. Obviously, we're going to need lights. All right, so that should cover everything that you need to do the double cup method. Now we're just going to get into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 3 bottom cups here. I have these cups in order and I have them labeled with a permanent marker, which obviously you're probably going to want to do on your own as well. I have them labeled 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. That's just to help me keep track of the specific plant each one is. That way if there's ever an issue with one of these plants or just any kind of trending I want to track with how fast it grows or this or that or whatever I've done to it, I can specifically say my 1.2 7-pot Primo chocolate or my 13.4 Ecquador, and I can really trend it down to an exact science. Maybe it's a little overkill, but just going for it. Gonna set these up. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here with the double cup method is we're going to be doing some hydroponics. We're going to be planting the plant in here with the holes in it, and then you put the cup inside of here, and that will allow it to drink from below. You have the water in here, fill it up with the plant here. Plant roots will go down and drink from below. And I got these pizza savers. A really good idea by my buddy Rick Armani. Put the pizza saver down in there, put this on top, and that cup will just kind of sit like that. And that leaves plenty of room for the water and for roots to drip off or to suck up more water or whatever you want to do. Alright, so I'm going to take this and get some soil in it. You're not really going to be able to see this. By the way, the soil's pre-moistened. I didn't go crazy. I just made it a little bit moist, not crazy wet. These 3 are my 7-pot Primos right here. Just put that in there like that. That one's ready to roll. Just do that with a few more of these. And when you put this water in here, you want pizza saver to float about 1/4 of an inch up. Leave that about 1/4 of an inch up, and that will allow the soil to kind of wick up that moisture down there. Still gonna just kind of spurts a little moisture on top, not much, but you know, we'll make sure it's getting it. As you can see, I have all 3 of my 7-pot Primo chocolates transplanted. You can see there, they're just kind of soaking up that water right now. Moving on to the next one though, my number 2 pepper. This is the Bhut Jolokia. Okay, so the Bhut Jolokia, those are these guys right here. These are the Bhut Jolokias, or ghost peppers as you may more commonly know them. So in particular, I'm going to look at this one. What I want to show you is this. This is an example of 2 that I have that sprouted up in the same plug. And like I said, we can't have that. So I'm going to take these. Don't really have a preference. These look like very identical. I'm just going to pick one at random. This one looks a little skinnier, so I guess he's the runt. He's going to go right around the base. Just snip it. One thing I didn't show you too is maybe sprint the bottom of this just a little bit. because mine is feeling just a little dry, like it was about time to be watered anyways. But you spritz that a little bit, and that helps it more willing to absorb moisture. Alright, I'm going to plant the rest of these and update you here in a minute. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm all done here. I got my 33 plants all ready to go. Got them all in double solo cups. Got the water underneath. Got it pre-soaked. Everything should be good. I raised my lights up about 12 inches above here, so went up about 6 inches since the cups make it higher than the tray was. I'm not going to read off all the peppers that was in the original video. If you want updates on what peppers have been done, I'll put that in the show notes, like what's grown, what hasn't grown yet. Also, I update it frequently on the Facebook page. Also, check out the Instagram. Ooh, that's hot. Also, I made a Discord. If you're not familiar with that, it's like a chat for gamers. It's like chat servers, but people use it for all kinds of different things. So I made a Discord. There's only about 20 members right now, but I'll put a link in the show notes. Click that. You can come in, and there's a area for trading seeds, peppers, hot sauces, or buying, selling. There's also an area for talking about your grow if you grow peppers. There's also an archive of all my videos, some general things, so just check that out. It's a better way for me to interact with everybody and honestly just make the channel as good as I can make it. Probably won't have another update for a while here. Maybe I'll post some pictures and stuff when I get true leaves. I can't really think of how I could make a video with any length. Maybe I'll show some videos when I add nutrients and stuff, so check that out. Keep posted. And remember guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. Woo! That's hot. Just a reminder guys, check out these lights. They're some of the best in the market. Some of the original full spectrum daylights out there. Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. You can check out their website. I'll drop a link in the show notes. Hit up Brad on Instagram. He's a great dude. These lights are going to be really putting in some work. You guys are going to see the progress as these grow, what these lights can do. So check it out. Oh, hi there. Fancy meeting you here. Do you love this hot content? Do you need more? Well, you're in luck. Click above. You can subscribe there. Or perhaps you can check out my other videos to the left. But first, subscribe. Hit that logo up there. Hit it, then hit subscribe. Then check out my other videos. Do it.